Grüßt euch. Welcome to Unit 10 in our Common Classroom Errors series. Glad you've made it with us, and looks like we're closing in on the end of class. So a couple things as we're talking about German in this unit. First, we want to be sure we're making our writing a paragraph. Sorry, you can hear the baby in the background there. We're talking about making our writing a paragraph. Every sentence, every idea should flow naturally into the next one. Sometimes it can be easy just to think, okay, here's a sentence, here's a sentence, here's a sentence. They're all sort of about the topic. Maybe they all answer a question in the topic prompt, but they don't flow together. They don't run together naturally. So we want to think about that. In English, it's natural to make paragraphs when we start talking. Our ideas flow from one to the next, and we don't have to think about it. But in German, it can take a little bit more practice. So maybe you want to plan what you're going to say, what order you're going to hit things, so everything sounds nice and natural. One sort of test you could give yourself is, would someone who's reading this understand without having access to the questions in advance? Would they be able to see the paragraph and just say, oh, okay, that makes sense, that's a well-written paragraph, I understand what's going on and what they're trying to communicate? If not, then you might want to think about, okay, how can I adjust things? What would I want to do to change that? Then, we're going to get into the past tense a little bit again, because the past tense has a couple of different things in German that make it tricky. So if you're just thinking in general what goes on with the past tense, hop back to the last unit, and there's some explanation there, or the Common Classroom Errors video from the last unit, there's a little bit of explanation there. This explanation is about one specific thing with the past tense, and that's using sein. And remember, sein means to be, is or am or are. And in English, we never use that. We wouldn't say something like, I is gone to the store. But in German, we actually do that sometimes. So here are some examples. Ich bin nach Berlin geflogen. So in English, we would say, I have flown to Berlin. But notice we're using our sein form here, bin. And the verbs that use sein tend to be the ones with motion. Flew, drove, went would be some examples. Sailed would be another one. So there's really no exact pattern that says, oh, okay, this is true, so therefore I know it's automatically going to be a sein verb. You're going to want to memorize that you use sein when you memorize it. So just include that. Sort of like you include the gender of a noun when you memorize that. Memorize which ones go with sein when you're memorizing those. Although, like I say, there is a pretty strong general pattern that it's ones that have to do with motion, but it's not a perfect pattern. So yeah, be careful with that. Other than that, good luck with your assignment. Look forward to seeing them all. Danke und ciao.